Somewhere inside the mouth of an ordinary fish, something else is living. But this fish isn't alone. Not a worm, not a strange organ, a crustacean. And it has chosen one of the strangest places an animal could live. It doesn't simply hide inside the fish. It takes the place of its tongue. Millions of years of evolution turn this tiny parasite into a living replacement. The parasite stays attached while the fish keeps living. Every time the fish opens its mouth, there it is. The strangest part is that the fish doesn't seem to know how unusual this is. One tiny crustacean has turned the mouth of another animal into its home. But how does something this small take over such an important place?
It begins with a tiny intruder.
It attaches and holds on. And eventually the fish's own tongue is no longer the only thing inside its mouth. The parasite has found a permanent seat. And instead of killing its host, it stays with it. The fish keeps swimming, feeding, and breathing. And somewhere inside the parasite continues its own quiet life. Two animals, one strange partnership, and one mouth that has become the perfect home.
Now leave the reef behind and look down.
Because here, a father is carrying his future inside his mouth. He isn't eating them, he's protecting them. For days, he carries them without putting them down. Every movement has to be careful.
And the eggs need more than protection.
They need oxygen, so the father keeps moving water over the tiny embryos. While predators wait outside. And for this father, the safest nursery is the one he carries with him. The parasite has found a permanent seat. But not every survivor needs a burrow. Some animals carry their history on their backs. This is a nautilus. And its shell is more than armor.
Inside are chambers.
Tiny spaces that help control where the animal floats.
And it moves without fins like a fish. Instead, water becomes its engine. An animal moving through darkness inside a shell built one chamber at a time. Down here, there is almost nowhere to hide.
So the shell has another job. When danger appears, the soft animal can disappear inside it. An ancient design still working. But this animal is not a fossil. It is alive, moving, feeding. And searching with dozens of tiny arms. Every one helps it understand the world around it. And behind that shell is a design that has survived.
For hundreds of millions of years.
Then the deep ocean gives way to a world of sunlight.
And somewhere inside all this movement,
there is a fish. That looks almost exactly like the plants around it. It doesn't disappear by changing into something else. It disappears because everything around it looks the same. And even when it moves, the current moves with it. To a predator, it may look like just another piece of seaweed. And in a forest that never stops moving, being invisible can be enough.
But camouflage can do more than hide a body.
Sometimes the best defense is to become part of the landscape.
and now look closely.
Because the ocean is full of animals that don't want to be found.
But the next animal doesn't just hide. It can pretend.
This is a mimic octopus. It doesn't simply change color. It changes the way it moves.
And suddenly one animal can look like another.
But imitation isn't just about appearance. Sometimes the safest shape is the one a predator already fears. It can flatten, stretch, and rearrange almost everything you see. And the trick works because predators don't see anatomy first.
They see movement. So this animal learned to change the story.
Before the predator can understand what it is seeing. One body can become many possibilities.
And that may be its greatest weapon.
We've seen a parasite become a tongue, a father become a nursery,
A living shell, and a fish that becomes seaweed.
and finally an octopus that can change the way a predator sees it.
None of them looks impossible.
We've seen a parasite become a tongue, a father become a nursery. Some survive by becoming parasites. Some survive by carrying the next generation. Some survive by carrying an ancient design.
And some survive by becoming almost impossible to see.
The ocean doesn't need monsters. It already has evolution. Follow DeepFin because the strangest animals are often the ones with the most incredible rules.